Hey there, Taurus, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for September 15th through the 30th. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Taurus, if this reading resonates and you would like to book a personal, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday, only to my email list subscribers. I do not upload these readings anywhere else, not on any of my social media platforms. Okay, Taurus, you're showing up in your power. King of Pentacles. I don't assign gender to my cards. Bottom of the deck, you get the Nine of Wands. There is some frustration, some resistance showing up here for you, but you're able to really overcome it quite easily, especially since you are showing up, like I said, in your energy as the main energy for this reading. The person that you're dealing with can obviously be any sign. The main sign that I'm seeing here is Virgo, but they can truly, truly be any sign. In the recent past, you get the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the King of Cups. So there is definitely a lot of love here that you're experiencing for someone. You're only allowing yourself to feel like a tenth of it. You're not allowing yourself to fully open up to all the emotion, to all the love that is available to you when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this person. Now, it kind of bums you out to have to limit yourself from feeling this, which is letting me know that this is a defense mechanism, right? You have so much love to experience. You're preventing yourself, even though you don't want to, from experiencing the full range of love. We'll see why you're doing that in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Oh boy, what happened? Something ends. Something comes to an end in the current situation, Taurus, and you are left heartbroken and healing. Oh boy, let's see what happens, because you are showing me heartbreak. You are showing me emotional pain, which is letting me know that you're probably not the one that ended it, but you're also healing. So I like that. In the near future, you get the 5 of Cups, the Fool, and the Hermit. There's a lot of you looking back at the past with, I wish things unfolded differently. I wish it didn't happen that way. I wish, this, that, and the other. I call it the woulda, shoulda, coulda game. And you're showing me that you also want to wipe the slate clean, not between you and this person, more so within yourself. You want to release the difficult energies. You want to start from scratch within yourself, almost like a new Taurus, reinventing yourself. Let's take a look. This is definitely going to be an intense reading, I can tell you right now. Let's take a look at the main energy, which is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is clarified by the 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands. You share a strong bond with this person, okay? And overall, it feels good. It feels successful. And what I mean by successful, it's like, when you have those relationships where you can just sense, you can just feel that they're going to work. It's going to be like a good connection. It makes sense. You and this person complement each other well. That's this kind of bond. That's this kind of connection. But you're also very overwhelmed here when it comes to this connection, because you're also showing me the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This overwhelmed, Taurus, stems from the 5 of Pentacles for you. I don't know what happened in your past relationships. Maybe this is even childhood. I'm not sure. But when something good happens, when something good shows up for you and something feels good to you, immediately your brain goes to, okay, but when is it going to end? That's why you're overwhelmed here. That's why it's kind of like almost ingrained in you, where it's like, oh, this is good. This is working out. When's the bad part going to happen? When is this going to end? When is this person going to leave me? When am I going to start feeling pain, right? That's what you're showing me here. And that's really what throws you into this emotional roller coaster and throws you into this emotional loop, because you're showing me logically, I know it will end. I don't know how you know this, which again, to me screams limiting belief. But you're just like, logically, I know that at some point this will end. This feels good. It's amazing. I don't see any red flags now. It doesn't matter. Just like I know that the sun will rise tomorrow, even though I don't know exactly when it's going to rise, I know this connection is going to end. Or something's going to happen where it's just going to fall through and it's not going to work out. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups in the recent past. Page of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the 4 of Swords, which you get in the current situation, and the Death. Yeah. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo. You could be some of you. But essentially, you're showing me the emotions in the recent past that you experienced for this person go from the page to the knight. They've grown, they've developed, they've intensified, right, in this connection. And it's also very, very healing to you. Something that ended, I don't know if it's with this person or with somebody else, but at some point something ended and it kind of left a mark on you. The love that you're experiencing in the recent past is helping you heal from that. It's helping you really dig deep and release all those energies tied up to the past, which no longer serve you. The death is essentially about the universe coming in and removing energies, people, things, whatever, that don't align for you and don't serve you anymore. And that's what this connection, that's what this love, that's what this emotion in the recent past is doing for you. Let's look at the Four of Cups in the recent past. Four of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. I don't assign gender to my cards. You really do feel like this is a soul connection. You really do feel like this is the Lovers, right? The Lovers is the most emotionally charged, positive card romantically in the entire tarot deck. You're taking your energy and you're focusing it on the positive. You're focusing it on the love. You're focusing it on the emotions, right? You're not focusing it on your fears, the potential disappointment, the potential ways that this could not work out. You're showing me like I'm taking all my energy and focusing it on the Lovers. That's what I'm doing. That's what feels aligned for me. Now, obviously, you get the Moon at the bottom of the deck. You don't know where this is going. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't know how this is going to unfold. You don't care. You're still focusing it on love as opposed to fear in the recent past. I love that. Told you this was going to be a deep reading, Taurus. Let's take a look at the King of Cups in the recent past. King of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Judgment. You do love this person, okay? But this whole connection, this whole relationship was summoned here from the universe for you in order to learn a lesson. It's to trust the unknown. You really have a hard time with lack of clarity and not knowing where things are going. And the universe is kind of coming in and being like, okay, we're going to use this as a teaching experience. And you're realizing that in the recent past. You're realizing that, you're understanding that. You're showing me like, I know that this connection, this relationship, whether it lasts or doesn't last, was meant to come in and help me grow and evolve and teach me to trust the universe and trust the unknown, even though I don't have all the answers, even though I don't know exactly where this is going to go in the next 5 years, right? Still trust it, still trust the universe, trust divine guidance. Really powerful energies in the recent past. Let's see what's happening in the current situation with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Swords. Somebody's making, I don't know if this is you or your person. I really don't. Somebody's making the logical decision to end things. They don't want to end things, but it's like it makes sense for them to end things. The best way I can describe this is they're looking at this connection and they're like, this connection feels good. It feels right, but it doesn't make sense for me to stay in this connection. So maybe you guys are, I don't know, maybe somebody got a job in like a distant country and you're like, I don't want to leave this connection, but it doesn't make sense for us to stay in a relationship because we're separated, because the distance. I don't know what this is, but that's the best example I can give. They don't want to end this connection, but logically it makes sense for them to, and they choose, they're taking action to end this connection in the current situation. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords for you. Four of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, and the Tower. Wow. Okay, so bottom of the deck, you get the Magician. These are all major arcana cards. These are really powerful energies. Look, Taurus, I don't know what limiting beliefs you carry, okay? But those limiting beliefs are showing up for you in the current situation because the energy that you're giving me is, oh, here we go again. I've been down this road before. I know where this is going. I know how this feels. I know how this unfolds. But I don't feel like that's necessarily the case because the universe is trying to show you, like, Taurus, we don't have to go on this merry-go-round again. We don't have to be like, oh, okay, here we go again. Like, I know how I'm going to feel. This is going to suck. This is going to hurt, blah, blah, blah. The universe is trying to stop that. Literally, Wheel of Fortune, Hanged Man. The universe is trying to block this and prevent you from repeating the same patterns that you've repeated in the past. It's literally trying to tower moment you, to shake you into awareness and be like, Taurus, let's do it differently this time. We're meant to heal here. You asked for this, by the way. You manifested this healing. You manifested this deep, deep energy. The universe, this is not an easy energy, by the way, right? Because imagine, the best way I could describe it is imagine that you are, I don't know. Imagine you're in a car, right? And you're flooring it. You're trying to go like 100 miles an hour and the car is not budging. That's this type of energy. The universe is trying to stop the car, stop you from moving forward because you're going down a path which is not aligned for you anymore, but it's familiar. And the universe is like, we can do it differently this time. We can heal it this time. I don't know if you listen though. Again, we have free will, right? The universe can only align our energy so much. It can make it really uncomfortable for us, but the universe cannot control what we do. Let's look at the Three of Swords in the current situation. Three of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Star, and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if you listen to the universe here or not. I really don't. But you're showing me here, I am heartbroken. I do want a new beginning with this person. I'm going through a lot of emotional pain. And literally, all I want more than anything is to have a new beginning in love with this person and for this connection to be long-term, stable, successful, for us to be together for the long run. You are going through pain in the current situation. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, these are not the most comfortable energies. It's anxiety, it's overthinking, it's sleepless nights, it's heartbreak. You're going through it. But I got to give you kudos, Taurus. You're not suppressing it. You're not putting on a brave face being like, whatever, I don't care, when deep down it hurts. You're like, it hurts and it sucks, and I'm acknowledging that and I'm aware of that. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see the Five of Cups in the near future. Five of Cups is clarified by the Hermit, which you get again in the near future, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You're really looking back at the past with a lot of, like I said, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But you're looking at the past and you're trying to gather lessons from it. So you're looking at how things unfolded and you're like, what can I learn from this in order to not repeat this again? In order to truly move past it and leave it in my rearview mirror. As in, whatever happened, it sucks, it hurts, but I want to make sure that whatever lesson the universe came in to teach me, I learned so that I don't have to repeat this lesson again. So that in a year, a month, whatever, this whole thing doesn't happen to me again. Like, show me exactly what I meant to gather from this, what I meant to understand from this, so that I don't have to repeat this again, right? Like, I don't want to go down this road again. I like this. You're making lemonade out of lemons. Let's look at the Fool in the near future. Fool is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Somebody's coming in here and they're trying to restore some sort of balance with you. So if your person walked away, they're coming back in the near future, right? But it's not with an intention of reconciling. It's not with a clear intention of, I want to fix this, I want to heal this, I want to get back together. It's just more so they're coming back and they text you and you text them, but there's no point. And it's also very inconsistent. Like, sometimes they'll text you, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll leave you on red, sometimes they won't. Very, very hot and cold, very inconsistent. And you can feel that their heart's not in it. You can feel that they don't genuinely care. But for some reason, they're still coming in and like, hey, let's wipe the slate clean. I want to make sure that you're good. I want to make sure that I'm good. This is the type of person that really, the reason they're texting you, it's not because they necessarily care about you or they want to get back together with you. It's because they don't like the burden of feeling like the bad guy or the bad gal in this situation. They need to know, they need to talk. They need to text you and see that you're responding in order for them to be like, oh, okay, I didn't hurt her or him that bad. It's not that bad. I can feel okay with how I handle things. Even though they know that they mess things up and they're the ones that are kind of like at fault here, they're not going to take accountability for it, but it's just kind of like them making themselves feel better about how they handled the whole situation by being like, oh, they're still talking to me. So obviously it couldn't have been that bad because they don't hate me and they're not mad at me and they didn't block me. That's this kind of an energy. Let's take a look at the Hermit in the near future. Hermit is clarified by the Justice, the Empress, which is you, and the King of Cups. Deep, deep down, you want divine balance. You want internal balance. You want to feel like really the universe has leveled and balanced everything out for you when it comes to love. And you're showing me, I just want somebody to love me as much as I love them, to literally give me the love that I know I deserve deep down. But what I really do like here, Taurus, remember how I said you're taking the lessons and you're like, I'm not going to repeat history. I'm not going to have the same mistake as before. You're making sure that you're clear on exactly what type of love you want, what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate, what vibes with you, what doesn't vibe with you. You really have learned your lesson. It seems, right? It seems. I don't know. Only time will tell. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind again, Taurus. From the universe, you get the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Okay. The universe, the lesson that you're meant to learn is stop accepting behavior that is childish and immature and people that breadcrumb you. Okay? You're very good at letting people get away with things. Essentially, you're very good at being independent and being like doing your own thing, which usually translates into people feeling like they don't have to give you as much attention, affection, whatever. Essentially breadcrumbing you. The universe is trying to get you to be like, okay, anybody that breadcrumbs me, anybody that shows up with childish, immature energy that doesn't match my energy and my vibe, leave them in the rearview mirror. You do, but then you also don't. It's kind of, and again, you get the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're going to get it, but it's going to be a slow process. I don't feel you've learned your lesson, but not 100%. The best way I can describe this is, let's say the lesson is, hey, don't touch a hot stove. You've learned not to touch a hot stove, but that doesn't mean you're not going to go ahead and touch a candle or touch a flame or touch a bonfire, right? You learned your lesson, sort of. There's more to learn, and it's a slow process. So Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.